See him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Brawls.
Snakes, Gators, it's Dunlap, your old pal. Welcome to the Red State Update podcast. We do appreciate you coming back. Good to hear from all y'all. Good to see y'all. Y'all stay all night with us if you can.
All night?
We'll make you a pallet on the floor.
You can listen to this over and over again, be all night, but I ain't going to talk on it all night.
Well, ain't no trouble. We'll put you down there in the kids' room.
One of my buddies, I ain't talked to him in a long time. I found out, I don't know anybody that listens to this. I know you. I don't know whether you listen to it. I don't. But one of my old buddies, I hadn't seen him in a long time. He said, I listen. I said, well, you listen to those? He said, yeah. Every night, push him to sleep. Yeah, well, that's fine if he does. I don't mind. I thought me screaming and hollering, and you carrying on, cussing. I didn't think, but that's music to some people's ears, I suppose. He goes to sleep to it all the time, he said.
These people make a lot of money doing podcasts and put people to sleep. Well, I mean, we're leaving money on the table here, the sleep table.
He ain't going to give us no money.
I think we've talked about this before doing one of them podcasts that puts people to sleep. Let's give it a shot right now. If y'all listening, we're gonna talk quieter. Now, look, I know a lot of stuff has gone on this week with a sham trial over how much the president contributed to destroying American democracy.
Well, hang on
100%.
Hang on a second. I think you're supposed to light a candle first, a smelling kind that makes you tired. Then you turn it on.
Light your candle.
Different smells make different people tired. I have a candle here. Let's see. It's a winter citrus and pine. It's 100%. Who gave me this? 100% soil wax. I don't know if I found it over here, but it smells pretty good. Wait a minute, though. I don't want to go sleep.
But you could set it just to get people in the mood.
All right. But I ain't going to say I light the candle if I didn't light it.
Did you go to damn Target in this mess?
No, it's got a clearance sticker on it. It was $5.99, and I got it for $2.24 on clearance. I don't know when it was. I don't
think you can get a candle from Target for $5.99.
Well, this one was, yeah.
Or like that, and then I know we should be screaming about everything that Trump did to ruin the country. They let him off for, but we'll just be quiet. We'll talk about it real quietly. Like, well, I don't know.
What?
Shush. Be quiet now. I know it's rough. Does that make you sleepy, me talk like that?
Oh, me?
Well, yeah.
I guess that you have a chance of being, making me sleepier talking that way than talking regular, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I guess that's, when you fall asleep, you ain't paying attention to nothing when you fall asleep.
Let me try a couple of different sleepy voices for you to not pay attention to. Shh, baby, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't like it. No. And shushing ain't a way to talk. It's just shh. I can do that. Anybody do that? Shh. Nobody wants to go to sleep to that.
All right. Okay. Well, it could be today. The president got off from ruining the country. What are you laughing at?
Is that droopy dog you doing? The droopy?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. I taught a putty tat.
Now, you saw the thing everybody showing I thought was funny. They showed the man, you hit a button on the computer, it turns into a cat, right?
Yeah.
And I remember somebody showed it to me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's funny. He said, no, I can't. Now, ain't there a droopy button? That's money in the bank right there, droopy people, whoever droopy's people. I don't see droopy nowhere no more. No, you get a droopy thing and hit that like if you could make Wolf Blitzer look like droopy, that's $1 million right there. Whoever the droopy people are, I don't know who has it. Is that Walt Disney?
I don't know either.
I don't know.
It may be. There's a Tom and Jerry movie coming on HBO Max. Maybe Droopy's in that. I don't know. Maybe they split them up. Maybe somebody else owns Droopy now.
I don't know who owns who. It's Walt Disney and Daffy Duck, Bug Bunny. Those are the two I know.
What if a Droopy button, you press it, it makes Wolf Blitzer look like Droopy, but then Droopy has a Wolf Blitzer button. Like everybody look like Wolf Blitzer. That's
you
funny.
Put Wolf Blitzer's head on Droopy and all them cartoons. That's funny. Yeah.
What did Droopy do? Was he just sleepy?
He was to talk slow. Yeah. Everybody around him moving fast, and something he would be slow, and they'd fall down an elevator shaft or something else. I don't remember. Rock falling on him.
It's just they couldn't judge. He was so much slower than them. They couldn't judge like how long it'd take to overtake him in the chase, or maybe they'd need to slow down a little bit, and they couldn't quite. He just threw him off. He was so slow, sleepy. Is that him?
I think it's a long time. I don't remember you did the funny voice, and that's what made me remember Droopy Dog.
Well, they should have that on. They should have Droopy button for your cat judge phone, and they should have Droopy button for your podcast, so that whatever podcast you're listening to, if you want to go sleep listening to it, it doesn't matter what it is. New York Times. I'm Michael Barbaro. Droopy Dog. Sleepy time. There you go.
Yeah. But anybody can't do that. Droopy, somebody owns Droopy. I don't know who it is. They've been around for years.
I think that's got to be public domain now. Nobody wants that.
I don't know what that means, but somebody come up with it. I don't know who. There's a bunch of dogs, but somebody come up with that one.
He is a good dog, though.
He's the funniest talking one. Him, a goofy dog. I never seen them two together, so I guess they're separate ones. But the funniest talking dog. No, the funniest talking dog's the one that wore an overcoat. What was his name? He wore an overcoat on TV. What did he say? Oh, yeah.
McGruff, a crime dog?
Yeah, he was the funniest one. He always go stop crime. I'll take a bite out of it, he said. He's the funniest talking dog out of all of them. Goofy and Droopy funny, but no, McGruff, all those McGruff, whether a cartoon commercial, whatever it was, I always get tickled at him. He was the funniest one. Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh, yeah, one more thing.
Yeah.
And then he'd really get him. He'd say, don't forget to pay attention at the playground.
Yeah. Wherever it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was different places, but he always go stop. He go stop crime.
That's just propaganda. That's just more propaganda.
Well, whatever it was, he's funny. I know that much.
It's just like making you suspect your neighbor, probably. Make kids be afraid of, kind of lean on the... Anyway, so we're here to... what are we talking about today?
Cartoon dogs.
Yep. Marmaduke, he doesn't talk.
No, he don't talk.
He gets sleepy, though, I bet.
Well, yeah, all of them get sleepy. A dog got to lay down.
No, but because he's that size. At that size, big giant animal, oversized, something wrong. Metabolism slows him down.
Slower, yeah. That's true. That's true with cartoons and real life, either way.
You got to feed him all the time. I mean, that's part of Marmaduke. It hurts when he sits on you. And then you got to feed them 10 chickens. Go down damn Sam's Club, be like, give me all the chickens you got. I got this damn dog. Look out there. And people say, Jesus Christ, man. How you feed that thing? I'm here every day. Where's your mask? Well, the dog ate it. That ain't no excuse. You got to get out of here. Well, what about my freedom? Sir, please. It says it's posted on the door. I got a giant ass dog in there tearing my goddamn SUV apart.
Hey, watch it.
And then you in here tell me, sir, it's posted clearly on the door. Fauci my ass. I don't know if that's what the comic strip is like anymore. I haven't actually touched a newspaper in about 7 years.
How come they used to have, now tell me, the dog, McGruffin, what his name was.
Yeah, McGruffin.
He would tell you what to do. Look out and this, watch out. And if it looks shifty looking, go the other way or whatever it was. They don't do things like that no more because you could have a Fauci dog or a Fauci duck say, put on, whack, put on a mask or whatever, all of it. That's what they need to do because you start with them when they're young and they grow up and they remember that stuff.
Smokey the Bear.
Yep.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Kick your sand on your fire. Don't smoke in the woods. All that shit. Although when you're a kid, the woods is where you go to smoke. So there's a problem right there they need to work out.
Smokey, we need him nowadays. I ain't seen him in a while. We need Smokey Bear back to go to these, the gender reveal parties where they burn down half a state or they shoot off a cat and kill somebody.
Yep. Just have him there. Go like,
yeah,
it's the boy. How much you pay Smokey the Bear come at gender reveal? He's charging like $700-800 now.
It's worth it than what you gonna get sued burning down half of whatever. Or your own damn house. Your own damn house, you burn it down.
And plus, I don't know what Smokey the Bear, he may be, with the time. Smokey the Bear he may be like, well, we'll see what they tell us they are in a few years. Don't put that cigar out in the grass. Put it get the hose, whatever. No. Just common sense from Smokey the Bear.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say, Jack, which is like, they should send Smokey the Bear out to every gender reveal party. And that way, look, all of a sudden you're creating jobs, putting people in Smokey Bear costume.
Yeah.
And regulating some dumb shit so that people will stop doing it. Did you do a gender reveal? I was going to, but I didn't want to have to fill out the Smokey the Bear form. It's online. It don't take long. It's just one more step. And this too, pregnancy is hard enough without this dumb shit. That's what I realized. So thank you, Smokey the Bear. But kids know about forest fire and kicking shit on the fire. Yeah. And they know that McGruffin will take a bite out of crime or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, if I plan your birthday party this year, I'm just going to have somebody dress up like McGruffin the crime dog.
No, it still ain't time to have it. No.
Come arrest you, take you to like a charity jail where you got to pay $500 to get out or something like that.
No.
You know how they do. So why do we not have a Smokey the Bear? This is what Biden needs to be working on right the fuck now, because things are dire in this country, and Biden needs to come out with like a Fauci duck that tells you wear a mask. Smokey Bear Fire needs to come out with like a democracy dog. It's like, don't overrun the Capitol.
I know it sounds like we're being silly here, but I'm telling you, if he did this, he gonna win over some Trump supporters. Not all of them, but a few of them. Like, well, okay, I like a Fauci duck. I ain't gonna put on a mask, but the duck, it's funny.
Good.
Yeah. And you got a dog too. Run with it. I'm telling you, tell Biden it can't hurt. It sure as hell can't hurt.
Just use McGruffin, the crime dog. We're talking about crime. And
yeah.
Trump lost the election.
Yeah. He's Columbo, right? Pretty much. He looked like Columbo.
He looked like Columbo.
Yeah.
He talked like Columbo.
Yeah.
He turned around. Don't. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to take out, look both ways before you take out the garbage. Someone could be lurking in your alleyway.
You doing pretty good.
And so you just need him going like, there's very little evidence of vote tampering or whatever.
I guarantee you, if it was McGruff, you gonna win a few Trumps. Well, McGruff said it. I'm telling you, they'd believe that. They'd believe Crime Dog before they gonna believe Psaki, whatever her name is, or Biden himself. No, you get McGruff to come on and say that, at least once a week for a while. That's gonna sink in. That's just something sticking in your head.
That's how you battle Fox and OANN and all them is you just go you get the kids. That's why they trying to keep 16, 19 out of the schools. You got to go to the kids, get them while they're young. And I mean, Trump has believed that for many years in various capacities of the phrase.
Well, that's true.
But you got to get them while they're young. You get in their brain. You get in there and you democracy dog McGruffin come on and says like, you hear somebody at the store say, "Oh no, Don Jr.'s crooked as hell too." Like, where'd that come from? And then you're watching TV, and McGruffin comes on and says, "Donald Trump and his entire family are crooks." Take a bite out of crime.
That's just like him.
Just do a commercial where McGruffin. All you got to do, you don't even have to get specific. McGruffin and then a cartoon Don Jr. And McGruffin bites Don Jr. on the ass. He probably gets a little high from all the cocaine in his system. But he bites him on the ass, and then he goes, "Take a bite out of crime." That's it. There you go. And the kids will grow up going, oh, right. That coked out cartoon man is a crook.
That's going to even win over some adults right there. What you did, they're going to be a few adults come over too, not just the kids. You're going to get some of them too. I guarantee you.
You don't have to be damn satire. You ain't got to be on TV every night, whoever, Jimmy Fallon, whatever, going, yeah, Trump, Trump, Trump. Like, people just say it as a fact. That's what they do on Fox News. They don't make a joke. They just stare at you with their weird. Man, I tell you what, I don't see how people watch that Fox News. Because we look at Sean Hannity for an hour. Tucker Carlson for an hour? No, thanks. I don't care what they're saying or how many of my bigoted views they validate. No, thanks. But they just get on there and they say, here's how it is. Rush Limbaugh got on radio. Here, Clinton. Every day, Clinton's a crook. Clinton's a crook. Crooked Clinton. You just got to get in there with the cartoon dog doing the same thing, telling it to kids and susceptible adults, biting Don Jr. on the ass. Look, it ain't brain surgery.
That's doable too. That's something. I mean, and everybody would appreciate that money if Biden spent it on it. You know what I mean? They're going to question everything else. Like, he spent how much on a cartoon dog? Let me see it. Oh, all right then. Yeah, that's worth it.
Everybody gets mad about how much you spend on cartoon dog till they see the cartoon dog. And they're like, well, that's fine.
My tax dollars are going to what? A cartoon. Well, it better damn well be good. Which it should, and then you show it to them like, well, all right, yeah.
Okay, all right. What's the next line item? Well, I guess we figured out how to save the country.
Well, if we don't, we're in trouble because today there was the last day of impeachment. And I don't know. I'm an old man. I don't even know how to understand anything anymore. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel this way or that. We knew he's going to let him off. We all knew Republicans are going to, we know damn well what they're going to do. So no matter what they do, he's going to get off. And they did what I saw of it now, which is hard to watch. A lot of it's horrible. Of course, I saw a lot of it that day when it went on, and it was just as bad then as it is now, and it never will be for the rest of the time. One of the most horrible things happened in the country. But them showing it and saying this happened then and this happened here, and then Pence will run down the hall, and then he called up making fun of Pence some more, or said this and said all this. They did a good job of laying it all out. And then you got these, what are the ambulance lawyers? I don't know who they are. The only lawyers that would take Trump's case, because we know some of them left earlier because they didn't want to embarrass themselves that much.
I didn't think they were real.
I still don't know if they are.
I turned it on sometimes, and I thought I was watching like a night court when, like, Dan was out sick or drunk or with some woman, and then they'd be like, well, we got a good fill-in for Dan, and it'd just be something like, well, I don't know how exactly the law works, but
They weren't no good. They was terrible. And everybody said they did better the second time, but you could have done, if you said somebody's name, spelled it correctly, you'd have done better than the first time, because the first time it was awful. And there's a man grabbing his head, and I didn't understand it, but they explained to me it's Jewish, and when he drank water, he got to put his hand on his head. That's what he had to do. And that's fine. I ain't making fun of that, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, is he all right? And I know some Jewish people. I have a few Jewish friends, and I seen them drink water or drink a beer or something, and I didn't put the hand on the head. But anyhow, all respect to him, I just didn't understand it. He couldn't come today because, again, Jewish is a Sabbath, so he couldn't come. I figured he pretty, what do you call it, Orthodox if you go that far. And then had these two other guys who I don't know what the first man rambled on. This the first day. He rambled on about senators are good, and I like senators, and I did this, and I like about, and they didn't talk about anything. That was the one day they were supposed to say, this ain't, Constitution says we can't do this. This is wrong or whatever, because he's already gone. What are you going to have him pay for if they're already gone? And they couldn't even do that right. And then the second day, first off, when I say they did a good job, the Democrats being, they did a good job of presenting the evidence. Now, look, that ain't that hard to do. As good as I did with it, I think I could have showed those videos and said, this. I mean, we all saw it on TV. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows. There ain't nobody, you either like it or you don't. Everybody knows what happened. They saw it on the TV. Yes, there's some idiots out there that someone's convinced them that they were Antifa, this or that. A bunch of bullhawk, everybody knows. But everybody saw it. It was like they were trying to tell us to forget it, Republicans to forget about it. Everybody making a big deal out of it. Why you still, just cuss. And, of course, when it comes down to impeachment, there it is, right there. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I was looking at the TV on the 6th. I saw that. It's terrible then, too. So, yeah, they did a good job, but you didn't have to do a whole lot. Now everybody mad today because you're supposed to have a witness. Somebody saw him. That's what I wish I could. And I don't like swear words. Let me tell you, first off, everybody knows I don't like to hear cussing. But evidently, Trump called up McCarthy and started putting it in his face when they was trying to break into his damn window. And McCarthy, which I understand, if you're going to cuss, that's the time to cuss. You're on the phone with Trump and somebody that loves him is trying to break your window down with a damn Trump flag. And evidently he said some foul language to the president. If you're going to say foul language to the president, that's the time to do it right there. That's the only time I think Trump, I don't know. Anybody can do that, I guess, whenever. Before Trump, that would be the only time you should ever cuss at a president. It was someone trying to break in your house, and they're the one that sent them over there to break in your house. And you're on the phone with them. But they wanted a woman that was there that heard all this, that was there going to have witness and all this stuff. And everybody said, well, Democrats, you better have witnesses. You got to have witnesses. You better do it. And everybody going crazy all morning, and all of a sudden Democrats say, we don't need witnesses. Just say that it's true or whatever. And they said, all right, we can do that because nobody believes it. No, how if you ain't going to believe it, whatever side you're on, you're on. Everybody knew that. And plus, everybody, they want to go home for Valentine's Day? Who said that?
Chris Coons is like, we got to get home for Valentine's Day. We need to wrap this up. Nothing makes for a more romantic weekend than folding so that we can make sure that nobody speaks out in public against the president. I don't know. We knew the whole time. I barely paid attention to this the whole time because we knew that they was not gonna get him. So the whole time they were doing pretty good. I'd see things. They're doing good. But like what? In the end, he was always going to get off. But so we knew that you had just get him as good as you can. Make people see how serious this was. And people are mad. Maybe the witnesses could have made people, gotten more people to realize how serious it was. Maybe it could have, I don't know. How serious? I mean, Trump had lawyers that were just putting on a show for him, right? They weren't trying to do anything other than just make Trump happy.
Yeah.
So how serious is any of this? I don't know. People mad at the Democrats. People mad at Mitch McConnell. People mad at... but it's just all people that you're going to get mad at anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess in that respect, they did a pretty good job. If the whole thing was like, I'm going to be mad at the Democrats when this is over. I'm going to be mad at Mitch McConnell when this is over. Mitt Romney, probably still going to be mad at him. I'm going to be mad at all of them. Did a pretty good job.
They all came through on that. Yeah.
Trump is going to, he didn't really get away with it. I don't even understand. At some point, it gets a little muddled in my head what we were trying to do here. It's good that we did it. I think they did a good job of doing it. We knew that there was never a victory if victory to you was the Senate saying guilty. It doesn't even make sense. What kind of trial is this? Somebody I need McGruffin or that it's just I'm just a bill, all of them.
Yeah.
Time for timer. Also, maybe just all of them come together and explain to me what was happening because I don't understand. The Senate was the jury. Like Ted Cruz was on the jury.
And
12 angry men.
He was a jury. Yeah, he's on jury and also helping out. Which normally I'd get mad at. How can the jury go help the lawyers? That don't seem right. But they were so bad. I didn't even get mad at them and Ted Cruz about it. Like, well, somebody need to do something with them. Half of them wasn't even looking at it when they're showing these horrible things, which, again, a lot of us saw on the sick. And they did show some stuff that nobody had ever seen before. And it's all terrible, as you can imagine. Said Rubio up there looking on his phone, Holly looking through his notebook, trying it, and it's not even paying attention. Now, we know that oaths don't mean nothing. You're supposed to take an oath and I will be, whatever, impartial juror or whatever it is. We know that don't mean nothing anymore. This ain't a real court, first and foremost. It ain't real. Mitch McConnell tried to have it both ways. Now, he don't make a damn bit of sense. I'm glad he got up there and cussed Trump. Everybody should. Everybody needs to do it a little bit. You should anyway. If you don't, you very confused individual is all I can say to you. Get up there and cuss Trump. Good, Mitch McConnell. Maybe if you'd have cussed him before you voted, to let him off. But it seems strange coming from him afterwards to say that much. So I'll take it. Fine. Run him down. He said he did all this. He did every bit of it. Every last thing that you said. Past 2 days, he did. He did it over and over again. All of it. But we can't make him guilty here. You got to take it somewhere else. We can't do it because he's no longer president. Well, We tried to come over here when he was still president, and you said you had to go home for Valentine's Day, whatever the hell it was then. It wasn't Valentine's Day, that's now. But whatever it was, Mr. McConnell just had, no, gonna shut down. So he gonna use that as an excuse. So I guess he was mad at himself at that moment. Didn't seem to be. Also said the president lied again and again, just like y'all showed months of it, just him going on and on lying about the election. Well, if I remember correctly, Mr. McConnell, you had many, many opportunities to call him a liar when he was actually doing it, which I guess he's still doing it now, technically, but still, when it mattered when he was doing it, didn't say a word about it. Didn't really say too much until people started coming, breaking in the door. So, yeah, my attitude about be mad at all of them, the hell with all of them. What they're basically saying is this is okay. This is all right. When he didn't do nothing, everybody knows he did. It's just, these people are terrible. That don't make no sense. Trump is great, but people who support him, terrible, awful people, put him in prison. What the hell kind of message is that? Who are you getting to? He didn't do that. Those terrible people wearing his T-shirts and his hats and his flags, the awful, awful Trump supporters are the ones that did this, not him. What the hell? That don't make a damn bit of sense. But then I ain't elected to office. I didn't get to sit in there and ask any questions. I just get to talk about it on here and hopefully put each and every one of you soundly asleep.
Oh, right. We need to go back and do this quieter. Can you do that quieter?
Huh?
What's your droopy voice? Have you got a droopy voice?
I can't do no cartoon. I don't know how to do none of them with it.
Well, just talk to me like say what you were just saying, but say it to me like I'm a baby in a crib.
Well, I mean, you say baby in a crib.
Like, shh.
Hush, hush now. I know he didn't get convicted, but Mitch McConnell had a lot of bad things to say about him, and sure enough, he'll probably get sued in real court, and maybe, just maybe, hush now, maybe, just maybe, in real court, they'll have to subpoena McCarthy and have him show up, and he won't be able to get out of that because it'll be like a real court. Maybe this will happen. Maybe it will. But more or less, the Republican Party seems to be on board with basically killing everybody that doesn't agree with them.
Not Jackie.
Are you asleep now? Hell, I'm glad you're sleeping. I'm going to have nightmares all damn night tonight. This is still Jackie Bros, and I guess you're still listening.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. It's time to put aside our differences and come together. Unity time. It's unity time, Jackie. It's time for everyone.
Together. Bring it all together. You bring it all together. This is the part where we bring it together. Yeah.
Bring it together. Not unity. No, I'm not saying unity with like Trump supporters. I'm saying you and me unity to get some money from people on Patreon. That's what unity means to me. Yeah, folks. It's not about It's not a coming together in common cause for the. It's not Bruce Springsteen in a Jeep. It ain't anything that you might disagree with me on, because what I want you right now thinking is I agree with him. I agree with that young man Dunlap, and I want to go over to their Patreon.
Wow.
And give them money. I agree with him so much that he has said nothing during this entire podcast that made me think, oh, I don't know if that's right, or he's old and out of touch. Why is he still talking on here? Or the privilege of this white guy just to continue a podcast where he clearly has no no skin in this game at all. He's just he can say what he wants because nothing affects him. I don't want y'all thinking any of that. What I want you thinking is yes. Ha ha, yes. You said it, Dunlap. I could not agree with you more. What was that again? Patreon.com, Red State Update. Oh, yeah, look here. You give him $5. I get to agree with him for 20 extra minutes. Folks, if you go over to patreon.com right now and give us $5 or more a month, you get 20 extra minutes to agree with us. That's unity. That's bringing people together. That's unifying with you and me and what's your name?
What do you mean? What's my name?
What's your name? I can't remember. Jesse, Uncle Jesse.
The
three of us.
No, I was listening to you going on, and I'm like, I'll listen to this deal or whatnot. But then by the time you got to the end of it, I was like, well, hell, I don't think I've ever given a dime to anyone I don't agree with. People you don't agree with are people you do not give money to.
I mean, sometimes you give them money by like clicking on their tweet, and that like gets them more likes or clicks, or like you watch their video. You hate watch their thing, or you look at their video, or you retweet something that gives them a retweet. Like, can you believe it? So sometimes people do it that way. They don't agree with somebody, and I listen to Rush Limbaugh all afternoon. I get so mad.
Now, look. Now, I give money to Nashy Florick when she comes over to do plumbing. You know, you got to have a plumbing, put on a mask and everything, plumbing. Now, I know she loves Trump, but I ain't giving money to her. I'm giving money to the company she works for to fix a bathroom, whatever it is.
Can you find another plumber?
Well, I might if you.
I mean, I'd look into it.
I don't bring him up when anybody comes because you don't know. Around south, you don't know. Just try to avoid it. It's not because you ain't proud of what you believe, anything like that. It's like, hell, I just don't want to. Fortunately, these days, I don't see nobody, so I don't have to do it no more. For a while, till this COVID come around, it's helped me out in some ways in terms of like confrontations with Trump supporters. But I also know it's killed a lot of people.
People in the South know this, and people from other parts of the country may not be as familiar with this rule, but you in the South do not want to piss off a Trump supporter who's holding a wrench.
No.
I guess that's everywhere.
Everywhere nowadays. Yeah.
I guess it's in the South. Don't say nothing bad about Trump to somebody who's holding a wrench because you don't know if I could turn around and listen. I don't know if this is a joke or not. I don't think it's particularly funny. It's a little frightening, and I believe that they have just turned this joke, this quote unquote joke about Trump supporters hitting people with a wrench into their Republican platform. That's their plan to get votes. I guess just make them scared we're going to hit them with the wrench. They're the ones without guns. What are they? They need to listen to us when we tell them. What?
Now,
that's a Republican. That's their slogan.
On the 6th, they didn't have wrenches. They just had flags and wrist ties or whatever the hell they had. But yeah, that's pretty
pipe
much
bombs.
Pipe bombs. Yeah, they had some pipe bombs there. So again, didn't mean to make light of that situation because I would say people who support Trump occasionally go out and hit and hurt people. I mean, I think that's on.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, no. But I'm just saying, some of them do. Not every Trump supporter raided the Capitol that day. Otherwise, they probably would have been a little more successful. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. Now, were there some Trump supporters who sat home and said, "Look at there, that's the way to go"? Probably.
And look, we don't have to go straight to the wrench, although, take that to heart. That's you'll see people I'd say when the Republicans run 2022, some of these people running for the House Representatives, their slogan will be, hit you with a wrench. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't know. The next Marjorie Taylor Greene will just be like, I will hit you with a wrench. And you deserve it because Antifa. So that's probably coming. But we don't have to go straight to the worry and violence. We can just say, okay, maybe you don't want to say something bad about Trump in the South. Just somebody resealing your toilet. Because maybe they'll be like, oh, you don't like Trump, huh? Well, I'll fuck his toilet up.
Hey, don't.
Fuck his toilet up.
Hey, don't.
Yelp review will be worth this shit. Well, he gets on here try to.
I didn't say anything, so that whole situation was avoided.
I just wish, is there a way that you could get on Yelp and look up plumbers who don't like Trump?
Get on what?
Yep.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Thank you for all of y'all who give us $5 more. We'll be talking to y'all in a few minutes here. As soon as we get done doing our sponsors, that'll be an extra 20 minutes. You'll hear from me and Dunlap over there, wherever he's at now. But right now on this one, we got to,
What if you turned around and I was right there?
What?
What if you turned around and I was right behind you?
You wouldn't be in here.
I could get in. I can get in through the air.
I'd hear you trying to get in, and I'd stop you before you got anywhere close to it.
Well, who's
don't even try. Why now? What? Let me do my sponsor. Good Lord. Thank you, Padrons, for the $5 and more, less, or whatever you give. And thanks for, you don't have to agree with this to get to do that, but you probably do. So thank you for that too. But right now we have local Murfreesboro sponsors located here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where we are now. It ain't a radio. What is it? Computer line? Where does it go?
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Right down that computer line.
Going down the computer line, coming to your computer line. Our local sponsors give us $25. We take that $25 and put it straight down the computer line too, wherever it goes. And hopefully it, that's for the best, however it is. But I got a good sponsor this week, and I tell you got to jump on this fast. I had a sponsor last week, but I didn't take a $25 because you want to talk about snakes for 2 damn hours. But this week I took a $25, but you only got tonight and tomorrow to jump on this. It's a Valentine's Day kind of thing, so get to it. It's for couples only now. You and your sweetheart, you and the girlfriend, the boyfriend, whatever, however it goes. It don't matter to me none. Y'all want to have a lovely romantic, but also can't go, you can go out and you can go to a restaurant, but there's a good chance you get sick as hell. I'm just saying it out loud. It is what it is. You may not give a damn. Some people might. So this is a safe alternative to getting, COVID and romantic night out. Slim Denny's Garage doing this only tonight and tomorrow. Maybe he'll do it one extra day. I'll talk to him, but maybe not. So you can't wait till then. Just go ahead and go. Sweetheart's Oil Change. Slim Denny's Garage. Go in there, take your significant other or what your friend, your lover, whatever. Go get your oil changed. It's Sweetheart's Oil Change at Slim Denny's Garage. That's right. Get in there, just the two of you there. Keep the windows rolled up. You sit right there. They down there underneath you. And I tell you who's down there underneath you. Changing out your oil. That's Nick Primo. Yes, Nick Primo, singer of locally recorded songs such as I'll Give Her Heart a Hug or Roll This Way for Love. These beautiful songs. He got a beautiful voice. He'll be singing it up through you'll hear him. Even though he sang loud, so you keep a window rolled up and you'll still hear Nick Primo down there He'll be singing it out. And this is couples only, Slim Denny's Garage, but that ain't it. As soon as you're done, the oil's taken care of. You've heard the beautiful ballads, love songs with one another. Don't forget to pop your trunk, because you're going to not only get an oil change for your car, you get to take home some massage oils, free massage oils, and a free box of kissy candy. So get down this the Valentine's Day, Slim Denny Garage, Sweethearts Oil Change. Yes, you're going to, couples only, special just tonight and tomorrow. So get down there. That's about as safe as a romantic evening you could have with your significant other in your car.
Wait.
What?
Why is it couples only?
It's Valentine's Day. It's Sweethearts Oil Change. That's what it said. Don't say sweetheart. It's an S on it. Sweethearts. There's two.
Maybe so if I go down there by myself to get my oil change and get some free massage oils and some kissy candy, they'll turn me away? They'll say, you ain't in a relationship. You can't come down here. Where's your date? You don't get Nick Primo unless you got a date.
Now, Nick Primo will sing to you either way. He works there. You know that. If you go get your oil change, he's going to sing it. You know, maybe not those lovey songs or whatever, but he's going to sing something. But no, this is it's what it says here. I just read it to you. It's Sweethearts Oil Change. It says couples only. You get serenaded and you get your massage oils and a box of kissy candy. Slim Denny's Garage.
I want that candy.
What?
I want some free candy. I need an oil change and I want some candy. Plus, if I get some oil, it's basically a date with myself right then.
All right.
That's just one ingredient I'm missing.
I was going to say take your grandma upstairs, but now after you said that sounds bad.
Well, I mean, I guess I could. That'd be something nice to do for her. I'll let her have the oil. She can do whatever she wants to do with all them old men she knows.
All right.
Going out to Tunica. I'll split the kissy candy with her. She loves Nick Primo.
Well, there you go. You're doing something nice for her on Valentine's Day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Grandma being a date. Nothing wrong with that at all.
And we don't have to go to the conjugal vacuum zone. We'll just skip that. And we'll just split that kissy candy. I heard they was having there's a conjugal car zone over by the vacuum cleaners. Is that not happening?
Conjugal? It don't say it on here now.
A lot of people are like, well, we'll get oil change, get that candy, get them oils, and we'll go over by the vacuum cleaner. They give you a 15-minute.
It don't say it on here in the thing it gave me to read. It's Slim Denny Garage, Sweethearts Oil Change. Serenade Nick Primo, he gonna sing. I'll give a heart a hug. Roll this way for love. Couples only. Pop a trunk, massage oils, box of kissy candy. That's it. That's my sponsor. I'm done. I don't need to hear anything else out of you.
Well, Jackie, happy Valentine's Day to you. Are you going to take Miss Brawls down to get the oil change and to hear Nick Primo and to roll up to the vacuum cleaner zone?
Oh, hell, she don't care about none of that.
Jackie, I got a sponsor this week that I think you're really going to like. Folks, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Valentine's Day is, as we are recording this on February 13th, 2021, same year that President Trump sent his violent goons to attack democracy, possibly finishing it off, possibly murdering it in its home, the Capitol. We don't know quite yet. It's touch and go. Just another victim of Trump's murder spree across America. Democracy. 2021. Tomorrow is February 14th. And I don't think anybody's mentioned this on the podcast yet, but the February 14th is Valentine's Day. Saint Valentine's Day. Some people leave that off because they think it makes it religious. I don't care. God put us here to love. He built our hearts to hold an incredible capacity of love, and he gave us these parts that swell up and get engorged with blood, and we're supposed to rub and caress each other on them parts.
Wow.
And that's what Valentine's Day is all about.
All right.
The parts, the different parts of the body, the love part in the heart, and the engorging parts down below.
No,
and
the heart
Valentine's
part.
Day-
Heart part. Not just.
Okay, heart part. It is hard for some people even to acknowledge the heart part. That's why Peepaw Cards has been providing cards for your daddy, granddaddy, Peepaw, Pop, or Dee-Dah for years and years now. They have seen the billboard going down the street. They say, oh, yeah, I guess I need to. They run in there. They don't have to. All they got to do is pull into the parking lot. And Miss Bedelia Krollspace and her 7 daughters and sons and her sister Fran, one of them will come out and take good care of your daddy, granddaddy, Peepaw, Pop, or Dee-Dah. All they got to do is dig a wad of money out of their overalls, hand it out the car window, and say, go in there and pick a good one out for your mama. For some reason, they always just act like they're one of their kids. But Miss Bedelia Krollspace and her 7 daughters and sons and her sister Fran, they know how to make Pop feel comfortable. They don't make eye contact. They don't ask any prying questions. They know that the Peepaw Card staff works on a combination of knowing everybody in town for years, gossip, what they would like, and conjecture. And they come out with the perfect card for your meemaw, mama, grandmama, granny, grandma, or mommy, mama, mommy, mama.
Wow.
Everybody's got a different weird one. What's the weirdest you ever heard for a grandmama?
It ain't weird. A different one. My grandma was Nanny. What?
How'd you say that with a straight face?
My grandma was my nanny. Hey, Nanny, that's what we call it. Said, Nanny whoop. She get a hold of you, do something you don't want to do. Nanny whoop. You watch your rear end, because Nanny whoop.
That's abuse.
Well, she didn't, you had to behave, is all.
They know that you don't need to make eye contact. They know that these men made more eye contact going in the back room at the video store in 1989 than they will make negotiating a card for the important women of their life. The most important thing is that they're there doing that. They got to keep their feelings inside. Lord knows that hasn't caused any trauma over the years. Keep them feelings deep down inside. No eye contact. Wad of money. Go in there and pick out something good for Bernice. Whatever. Miss Bedelia Krollspace knows how to work these stoic, emotionless pieces of work that we have grown up with here. And they've been there. They're coming up on their 5-year anniversary. Her other sister used to work there too, but she made eye contact with a man in the parking lot, and he freaked the fuck out.
All right. Watch your mouth.
He put his car in drive, drove right through the blocks, and he took out a cash register.
What?
Look, emotions are terrible. We don't want to deal with them, and your father or grandfather definitely doesn't want to deal with them. That's why we're all so fucked up. But we got to get through Valentine's Day. Send Dee-Dah over to Peepaw Cards. That's Miss Bedelia Krollspace. She already knows what your mama wants. And hell, they may even bring out a box of kissy candy in a brown paper sack, like it's a 5th of Jack, and they're on their 3rd DUI.
Hey,
They know how to cover this shit up. Miss Padilla Crawl Space is a Southern woman. She knows. She's got 7 daughters and sons and her sister, Fran. Whew, they can tell you some stories about how they grew up. They know. That's PayPal cards. Valentine's Day once again.
You can't get kissy candy over there. You get it at Slim Denny's garage. The sweetheart's old time. You can't steal from my sponsor. That they ain't no kissy candy anywhere as far as I know in Murfreesboro, but Slim Denny's garage over sweetheart's old age.
Miss Padilla Crawl Space, if your mama, grandmama, meemaw, mop, or mama
Nanny.
needs kissy candy,
Nanny.
if she needs kissy candy, if your nanny needs kissy candy from your PayPal, Miss Bedelia Crawlspace got that kissy candy.
Well, she
and
went over
sending it, and if your PayPal pulls up there, and Miss Bedelia Crawlspace is that poor woman needs to take his kissy candy out there. They got it in the back. She got everything. She knows what they need.
Well, she went over to Slim Denny's to get it.
She may have. Everybody needs. They may have worked it out over in the vacuum zone. I don't know. Right. She's a single woman. Slim Denny's he's single. Hope I ain't on here spreading rumors. Hell, it's Valentine's Day. Nobody gives a shit.